So there's a lot of anniversaries going on. It's the 35th year of the festival. It's 35 years since the Berlin Wall came down, and we've got storytellers coming from Berlin to share what that experience was like. And 900 years of storytelling and literature in Edinburgh. So we have to make a special effort. But of course, our theme always looks outward to the wider world. All the divisions we're facing, the shouting and the shooting. Storytelling's the alternative to that.
Maden va, Gautjen. Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. Falche, welcome. Swagat, welcome. I'm pleased to welcome a range of speakers this morning to help launch this year's event with its beautiful programme illustration by Morven Graham, as you can see on the posters on the programme. In a moment, we'll hear from Festival Director Dr. Donald Smith on the theme of Bridges Between, giving the context for this year's event.
Last year, our festival was about everyone's right to be human. And this year is about throwing a bridge over those divides and chasms.
We dance together. Nada is from Gaza. Nada now lives in Edinburgh, and we met about 15 years ago on the dance floor, which is, it's such a special way to meet someone. Nada uses a wheelchair, so, there's many bridges to explore.
Our international connections this year are with Germany, India and Ireland, and we're delighted to welcome storytellers from these partner countries bringing shows and workshops to us, kindly sharing stories from their cultures.
From bedtime stories with hot chocolate for a brownie pack, having a sponsored sleepover in Shetland, to a reminiscence session for service users in a day centre in the Borders, and everything in between.
It's too heavy for us to carry. I will go and find a cart, and then we will take the fish to market. Oh! And off he went, leaving Omar alone on the beach with a very large fish, feeling quite pleased with himself.
Scotland is home to some of the best festivals in the world, and Edinburgh is the festival's capital of the world. And in addition to the amazing festivals that we have in August and the beginning of September, we've also got the Scottish International Storytelling Festival. It takes place between the 18th and the 31st of October. Lots of events in Edinburgh and the rest of the country. And I think it's a great reminder that we have an amazing storytelling history. But we also have connections to Europe and the wider world, and this festival brings all of that together. So I'd encourage...
The Scottish Government's Expo Fund is supporting this with £100,000. Is it kind of difficult for you these days with cuts to Creative Scotland's budget, with everything else that's going on in the cultural world?
I think everybody appreciates that there's a tremendous amount of pressure on the culture sector in Scotland. I certainly appreciate that as a culture secretary. As a matter of fact, culture spending is going up in Scotland, and we are committed.
When will that happen?
It's happening right now. We have spent most of the additional £15.8 million uplift for this year, so it's happening right now. And we're moving up to reach the additional £100 million annually for culture over the years ahead. And the sector needs it, and I'm trying to make sure it happens as quickly as possible.